Hello students, can you able to hear me? Hello. Okay. So before starting the practical session, can you able to raise your hand if you didn't able to set up the environment, go to environment? Please raise your hand if you didn't able to set up the environment. I mean, by using the reactions, um, you can raise your hand. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to put you into 10 breakout room. So you will be getting a message by asking to join the breakout room. And everyone, please, uh, after I create the breakout room, please join the corresponding breakout room. You will be getting a message. So I'm now creating the breakout room. Uh, yeah, students in the breakout room one. Can you able to hear me? Please, everyone, please switch on your mic. Then we can do this discussion with you. Everyone, please open your mic. හැමෝටම ඇහෙනව නේද? mic එක on කරන්නකො මේ. Hi, so from you, do you have created the Ubuntu environment or the finished setup environment, or otherwise please speak to me and then we can set up your environment. ඔක්කොම environment එක Ubuntu environment එක හදාගෙන තියෙන්නේ Vikramasinghe FC
Yes, sir.
ඔව්. ඔයා මේ Ubuntu environment එක හදාගෙන තියෙන්නේ?
ඔව් සර්.
Then Tenacon, let's see,
ඔව් සර් හදලා තියෙනවා.
Serini
ඔව් සර් හදලා තියෙනවා.
and Janet. Janet, can you hear me? ඇහෙනවද මාව?
ඔව් සර්.
Ubuntu environment එක set කරගෙන තියෙන්නේ? Hello? How about Tishgintara? මේක අන්තිමට restart මේ නෑ එතකොට වැරදිද? මට ඔයාගේ මේ window එක බලන්න පුළුවන්. Can you able to share your screen? Share. Serini, can you able to share your screen?
බෑ වගේ.
බලන්න මම බලන්න. So students, I ask the other students to join into a breakout room. So you currently you are in the main room. So there is 14 students. Are there anyone who doesn't able to create your Ubuntu environment? The main room. ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ කාටවත් බැරි වෙලා තියෙනවද Ubuntu environment එක හදන්න? How about Sia?
Okay.
Okay, then next one is P110537. Did you able to create the Ubuntu environment? Okay, then Vikramasinghe, can you please switch your mic and if there is you able to finish the state in the Ubuntu environment? Vikramasinghe, can you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Did you finish set up in the Ubuntu environment?
Yeah, sir. It's fine.
Okay. So I guess all of you have finished set up the environment, right? If you anyone have an issue or questions, please ask now. Then we can start the session. That's why. Okay, now I'm going to the other room. Please wait, I'll check them and then we can start the session. Right. සැරෙන නේද අර issue එකක් තියෙනවා කියලා කිව්වේ. ඔයාට පුළුවන් ද screen එක share කරන්න බලන්නද? Uh-huh. Okay, I think it's fine. Okay, you can stop sharing. So I guess others don't have any issues, right? So I'm going to check with other room. John. Janice, can you open up your mic, please?
එහෙනම්
Oh, මොකක්ද issue එක?
error එකක් වැටෙනවා.
Virtual box version එක මොකක්ද? Virtual box install වුණේ නැද්ද? මට screen එක පොඩ්ඩක් share කරන්නකෝ. මේ Ubuntu මොකද්ද version එක download කරගත්තේ? 22 LTS එකද?
ඔව් සර්.
ඔයා පොඩ්ඩක් මේ machine එකේ පොඩ්ඩක් කියනකො RAM එක කොහොමද කියලා?
RAM එක 8 GB.
Processor එක
i3 8 Gen එකක් තියෙනවා.
ඔයාට පුළුවන්ද මේ Ubuntu 18 එක හරි 16 එක හරි try කරන්න? ඒක දාගෙන බලන්නකො අදට පොඩ්ඩක් මේ යාළුවෙක්ගෙන් එයා කරන එකක් බලා ගන්න. මේ යාළුවෙක්ට ඉන්නවද කවුරු හරි දන්න කෙනෙක්?
ඔව් පුළුවන්.
හරි. මේ නැත්තම් ඔයාට dual boot කරනවා දන්නවනම් dual boot කරගත්තා නම් අතරම ලේසි.
හරි.
ඒක පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්න මේ දන්න කෙනෙක් එක්ක බලලා dual boot කරගන්න. මේ දැනට නැත්තම් මුකුත්ම හරියන්නේ නැත්තම් මේ ඔයාට මම අද lecture එකේදී කියන්නම් මේ dev C++ මේ IDE එක තියෙනවා IDE එක පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි අර ඔයාලට ගොඩක් වාසි මේ Ubuntu පාවිච්චි කරන එක. මම ඒක මේ session එකේදී කියන්න. ඕක පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්නකෝ මම try කරලා 18 හරි 16 හරි version එකක් දාගන්න.
හරි සර්.
How about
Thank you.
others? I guess others don't have any issues, right? So I will join with another breakout room and Student, can you able to hear me? මාව ඇහෙනව නේද? Temia, can you able to switch on your mic?
Hello.
Ubuntu environment එක set up කරගෙනද කොහොමද?
Oh, sir, I can install කර.
හරි, how about Sahan?
Install करा sir.
And how about other two, Florine and Delisha?
Install करा sir.
Delisha, right? And Florine?
Install करा sir.
Okay. So I'm going to join with other group and see. Please wait. Students, can you able to hear me? Everyone, please switch on your mic. ඇහෙනව නේද?
Oh sir, yeah.
Are there anyone who doesn't able to finish set up the Ubuntu environment? Ubuntu install කරගන්න බැරි වෙච්ච අය ඉන්නවද? Is it Kavisha or Kavisha or what you? Kavisha, can you please switch on your mic? Akit and right. Can you open your mic? Akit ඇහෙනවද?
Oh sir.
මොකද issue එක උනේ?
සර් මේ Google එකෙන් ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කරන්න ගියාම ඒකේ එන ස්ලෝ මේ ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් වෙන්නේ ඊට පස්සේ මේ error කියලා වැටලා නවතිනවා ඊට පස්සේ Microsoft එකෙන් ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කරා බලන්න ඒකෙන් ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කරාම අර ISO ෆයිල් කියන එකක් එන්නේ මොකද්ද මන්ද
ඔයා කියන්නේ මේ Ubuntu එකද? The virtual box.
එවුන්නේ
Ubuntu the virtual box.
virtual box එක ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කරා සර්
මේ ඔයා Ubuntu එකක් නැද්ද install කරන්න හදන්නේ? ඒක download දුන්නේ නැහැ කියලා නේද කිව්වේ?
ඔව් සර්
පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්නකෝ ඔයා මේ setup කරගත්ත යාළුවෝ ඉන්නව නේද? එයාලගෙන් අහන්නකෝ හරියටම කෝකද download කරගන්න ඕනේ කියලා. මේ
හරි සර් මම බලන්නකෝ
ඔයාගේ machine එකේ performance එක කොහොමද? RAM processor
පොඩ්ඩක් ටිකක් ස්ලෝ ඒක
RAM එක කීයද?
4GB අනේ
එහෙමනම් ඔයා මේ දැනට course එක කරන්න dev C++ එක පාවිච්චි කරන්න. පුළුවන් නම් මේ dual boot කරගන්න බලන්න. මෙතන virtual environment එක දාගන්න බැරි වෙයි VM එක 4GB හින්දා. මේ යාළුවෙක් කරුවරි දන්න කෙනෙක්
මොකද සර් මට පැහැදිලි වුණේ
dual boot කරගන්න බලන්න. ඒක වාගේ මේ කලින් කරලා තියෙන යාළුවෙක් එක්ක පොඩ්ඩක් බලලා ඒක කරගන්න. Ubuntu. මේ දැනට මම මේ lecture එකේදී කියන්නම් මේ පාවිච්චි කරන tool එකක් dev C++ එක පාවිච්චි කරන මේ දැනට. මම හිතන්නේ අනිත් පැයට issue එකක් නැහැ නේද? මම පොඩ්ඩක් groups වලට එනවා join වෙනවා. How about others? Methuli, did you able to finish set up the environment?
Yes sir.
Okay, I think Others don't have any issues, right? Okay, we'll join to the other group. Students, can you able to hear me? Amma, please switch on my
Yes,
mic. Right. Are there anyone who doesn't able to set up the Ubuntu environment? Ubuntu install කරගන්න බැරි විස්තර ඉන්නවද? Uh, yeah, how about Taruvara? Can you able to switch on the mic?
Yes, sir.
Ubuntu setup කරගත්තද?
Yes, sir.
How about Hewavasa?
Yes, sir.
Did you finish set up the environment?
Sir, aborted කියලා වැටුණා මේ ඒක download කරද්දි. මේ අර virtual box එකට දැම්මම.
මට පොඩ්ඩක් පෙන්වන්න පුළුවන්ද? ඔගේ screen එක share කරන්න.
සර් චුට්ටක් ඉන්න.
Till then, how about that? Hey Shani,
Yes, sir.
did you install the Ubuntu? Did you
Yes,
speak?
I installed.
Okay. Kavya, Kavya, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Nisha. Oh yeah. Did you able to set up the Ubuntu environment?
මගෙත් සර් මේ aborted කියලා වැටුණා. virtual box එකම මේ
ඔයගොල්ලෝ 22 එක නේද install කරලා තියෙන්නේ. ඔයාගේ RAM එක කොහොමද? machine එකේ? right. හේවවසම ඔයා මේ බලන්නකෝ Ubuntu එක ආයි right click කරලා start දෙන්න. මේ මට පොඩ්ඩක් mic එක unmute කරලා කියන්නකෝ RAM එකයි processor එකයි මොකක්ද කියලා.
8GB RAM වගේ සර් මතක. IG එක. IG.
ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා නේද කොහොමද RAM බලන්නේ processor එක හොයාගන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා දන්නවනේ නේද? Okay. Ubuntu එක right click කරලා ඒක start දෙන්න. මේ ටිකක් slow නේද මොකක්ද machine. බලමුකෝ මේ පුළුවන් නම් ඔයා Ubuntu 18 එක install කරගන්න බලන්න. 18.04 එක. නැත්නම් මේ කවුරු හරි දන්නේ යාළුවෙක්ට කියලා dual boot කරගන්න බලන්න. dual boot කියන එක දන්නවද?
නෑ සර් මේ අපේ තාත්තාගෙන් අහගන්න පුළුවන්.
හරි. ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් ඔයාලගේ Windows PC එකක් නේ. Windows
ඔව්.
තියාගෙනම ඒ විදිහටම Ubuntu install කරගන්න තියෙන machine එකේ. මේ ඒක ඔයාලා ඒක පාවිච්චි කරන එක හොඳයි. ඉස්සරහටත් ඔයාලට ඕන වෙයි. අනිත් එක මේ එහෙම මොකක් හරි බැරිම නම් මම කියන අර tool එකක් ඒක පාවිච්චි කරමු. හැබැයි Ubuntu වලින් කරන්න පුළුවන් නම් ඔයාලට හොඳයි.
Okay.
කාව්‍ය ඔයා
Thank you, sir.
පොඩ්ඩක් ඒක බලන්න මේ RAM එක එහෙම මදි නම් පොඩ්ඩක් Ubuntu 18 හරි 16 හරි version එක දාලා try කරලා බලන්න. හරි ගියේ නැත්නම් මම කියන tool එකක් එක්ක පාවිච්චි කරන්න. Okay. I will join with other rooms. Right. Nishant, did you able to finish set up in the Ubuntu environment?
මොකද සර්?
Yeah, from Nishant, right? Last one.
Sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm joining with other rooms. Please wait a minute. Hello students, please everyone open your mic. Semua mic unmute කරන්න. And please let me know if you have any issues when set up the Ubuntu environment. ඔයාලා Ubuntu environment එකේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් වුණා නම් පොඩ්ඩක් මට කියන්න. Yeah, Deshapi, did you able to finish the setup in the Ubuntu environment?
Yes, sir.
And how about Shanuka? ඔයගොල්ලෝ setup කරගත්තද? Okay.
Sir,
Oh,
so I am using Fedora. Actually, I installed it before. So is it
Fedora.
okay to continue with that or?
Yeah, it's okay. You have GCC compiler, right?
Yeah.
All right. Did you familiar with C or?
Yeah, a little bit. I've been using it for a year. So I have installed it before. So I
Alright.
didn't use Ubuntu. Is it okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Only
Okay, sir.
enough. Okay. And how about others? Induce Venumi Pesha. Okay, because you don't have any problems, then I will join with other room. Please wait 2 minutes. Hello students, please everyone open your mic and please let me know if you have any issues when set up the Ubuntu environment. So Ubuntu install කරගන්නකොට issues ආවම පොඩ්ඩක් කියන්න. Usita, did you finish set up in the environment?
Yes, sir. I have installed Ubuntu. No problem. No issue.
Okay, then how about everyone?
Yes, I have also installed it.
Yeah, then Kajani.
No, sir.
What's the issue? Install කරගන්න බැරි වුණේ?
PC එකේ ස්පේස් එක මදි වෙනවා.
All right. Solution එක ඔයාට පොඩ්ඩක් බලා හදාගන්න බැරි වේද? ඔයාලට ඉස්සරහට ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එහෙමත් එනවා ඒක කරන්න. Project and all, so required to have money space at least 100 GB. So for Ubuntu, I guess 10 GB will be enough.
හරි සර්.
ඔයාගේ machine එකද නැත්නම් මොකද දන්නේ? ඔයාගේ personal computer එක? Hello?
ලැප්ටොප් ටැබ් එකක් සර් තියෙන්නේ.
tab එකක්ද තියෙන්නේ?
ඔව්.
laptop එකක් තියනවද? laptop එකක් හරි නැත්නම් desktop එකක් හරි?
ඩෙස්ක්ටොප් එකක් තියෙනවා.
ඒකට
PC එකකුත් තාම
ඔයා ඒක setup
ටැබ්
කරගන්න බැලුවද කොහොමද?
තාම සෙටප් කරගන්න බැරුවේ නෑ සර්.
Okay. And how about other Seranga?
No problem, sir.
And Kajanta?
Yes, sir.
Did you able to set up the Ubuntu environment? Kajanta?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. So I will you also I think others do not have any questions, right? And problem. Okay. Please wait a few minutes. I will check with others and I will start the lectures 5 to 10 minutes. Please wait till then. Students, please let me know if anyone have issues installing the Ubuntu environment. Uttara, did you finish set up the Ubuntu environment?
Yes, sir.
And Prabha,
Sorry.
no, I asked Prabha, did you able to set up the Ubuntu environment?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how about Bandara? And Kalpani? Dilshika, did you able to finish? All right. Sudesh? Okay, please wait. I will ask others as well. I will start the session as soon as possible. Students, please let me know if you have any issues when studying Ubuntu environment. About Darsha, did you able to set up the Ubuntu environment? Please unmute your self and just let me know if you have any issues regarding the Ubuntu environment. Darsha, can you see me? Okay. Yeah, did you able to finish the Ubuntu setup in Ubuntu environment? Ubuntu install කරගත්තද? Yeah, I will. Yeah, you can try with older versions of Ubuntu, right? 18.04. මොකද Ubuntu පාවිච්චි කරේ 22 එකද 18 එකද? Hmm. Okay, then yeah, that's why I think you can use Dev C++ for this course, but I suggest you to try your Ubuntu version. If you're able to dual boot your machine, then it will be more efficient. Uh, uh, Try to do that. So you can go with the Dev C++. I will explain that as well. And Walid Kamor, Vilad Kamor, right? Yeah. So what is your RAM and the processor, your machine? Can never unmute yourself, then it will be very easy. Meanwhile, others, if you have any issues of your Ubuntu environment, please let me know. VirtualBox is the emulator that helps you to run the Ubuntu environment through your Windows PC. So what you can do is try to dual boot your machine. Then you have two different OS running inside your machine. VirtualBox is something easy for Windows users. Okay. Okay, I just don't have any issues. I will ask with others. Please wait a minute more. Students, if you have any issues, please unmute yourself and you can tell me about Ubuntu, setting Ubuntu environment. Haritha, did you able to finish the Ubuntu environment? Set up in the Ubuntu environment? I didn't hear you properly. Sorry.
It's still installing, sir.
Are you still installing?
Yes.
Okay. How about with this Saha?
Hello, sir.
Ubuntu install කරගත්තද කොහොමද?
Oh, sir. Set up करगते.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Ubuntu install කරගෙනද ඉන්නේ කොහොමද?
Sir, මම ඒක install වෙන ගමන් තියෙන download කරා install වෙන ගමන් එක.
Malaysia?
Install කරගත්තා.
උදයන්ග?
Download වෙන ගමන් තියෙන.
Okay. Students, can you able to hear me? If you have any issues when regarding Ubuntu environment, please let me know. Please unmute and you can ask if you have any issues in your Ubuntu environment. Dunit, did you able to set up the environment?
Not yet, sir.
What's the problem?
No, I don't start. I don't try to download that Ubuntu.
Okay, you can download it now.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Taranga, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Did you able to install Ubuntu now?
Yes, sir.
Ramindu?
Yes, sir.
But Tatsaran?
Sorry, sir.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
sir. Yes.
I think everyone have set up the Ubuntu environment, right? And are there any issues of the Ubuntu environment? No. Tatsaran and
No.
Ramindu?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I think then we can start with today's session. Right, students, I show few problems. So if you have any issue of the virtual box, there is two options. One is you can dual boot your machine, and then you have two separate OS inside your personal computer. Or others, you don't know how to dual boot or don't have a friend or something, then you can use Dev C++. I will explain to the session as well. You can use Dev C++, but I will suggest you to use Ubuntu because that OS yeah, manuals created using C program, and in Ubuntu you have GCC compiler, which is it's very easy for you to do your task as well, and you have very basic knowledge about how to what is actually happening in the compilation and so on and so forth. And yeah, uh, yeah, so I will share the screen. If my screen is visible. Okay. So as you may aware, the C program language was developed back in 1970, and you may know it's the mother of all language. So actually C++, C Sharp, Python, Java, JavaScript, all these are based on C, as Python uses C for creating standard libraries and basic structures in C++, PHP, and Perl are based on C. So C is the main language. So actually, it is very close to the your hardware as well inside the machine, and it will like basically coupled with your operating system. And why I used to Ubuntu for this course is Ubuntu has GCC compiler of its own, and you will know that what is the compilation and those things. If you use a kind of IDE, then it will automatically do all the things for you. Then you will don't know what are those tasks, what is actually the compilation, what happened there. So what is C? So it is general purpose, high level structured programming language. So as I mentioned, C mostly used for right operating system and other kind of system programming. And you can use develop applications as well, but mostly many applications are their own programming language, like when you are doing machine learning or AI, those things. The Python will be used in many occasions, and you work with big data. You may heard about new programming language called Scala. Those will be used, and web development in PHP and web applications, JavaScript. So there are many programming languages, but why C? Like C is very uh, very help under you can able to understand those concepts, like how to declare a variable and how that variable will be going to communicate with the machines, and how the memory is allocated into such variable, and those are all so in C you can have those ideas. If you are using actually Python, so those tasks are done by the Python. You don't know what happened actually inside your machine. But when you are using C, like it's very hard, but you have a knowledge about what is actually the program. So as I mentioned to you all in the previous session about your Ubuntu environment, so You can use integrated development environment, IDE, code block, and Dev C++ are two things that is created for C and C++, and it will be very easy for you to do programming in C. But here this course I will use GCC, new compiler collection. So it comes up with Ubuntu. So I'll show you my environment. I think can you able to see my VS Code application, student? Right. So this is actually connected to a server machine that I use. So it's a Ubuntu machine. Ubuntu has a 18.04 Ubuntu environment. So I will do task from this one. So like it's so simple code. Yeah, we can move forward. Then I will show some code how and how to do compilation and all. So this is the simple C program. So here you have the first line include cdio.h void main printf welcome to C. So yeah, you can do this with yeah. So, please let me know if you have see my VS Code. So everyone, you can do this with myself. So oh yeah, before that, I think you don't have experience with working with terminal as well, right? Any of you? So okay. How about now? Now my voice is okay. Get me to yeah. Can you able to see my virtual box? everyone, you can spell my virtual box, right? Okay, so we will use Ubuntu terminal to coding and those stuff. And yeah, you can use text any text editor, VS Code, or what to use this text editor as well, right? So in Ubuntu there is a terminal text editor called Nano, and you can start your first program with me, that is hello.c, right? Then what you need to do is first you need to initialize the library. So that is include std.h. So I will explain these like what are these libraries and all for now. Please try to code with me, and then what is the next one? Main method, that is void main. Void main, void. It is void, right? So I will only share the my Ubuntu environment here, right? So I will explain these ones as well. So here this is the function. This is actually the main method. So only one main method are there in C. Sorry, can you do Vidishan, can you unmute yourself? I didn't able to clearly understand what you are mentioning. Previous code means how to edit how to open the nano filter. Okay, so I will exit. Now, what you need to do is just start nano. So nano is the application running inside the terminal for Ubuntu environment, and then the name of your code, and you need to have the since this is a C code, you need to specify it is a C code by using the C at the end, which is the extension to know it is a C code, right? And first you need to initialize the library. touch, then the main method, wait, main, right, tab, global, right. So then what you need to is you need to save. You can save this by using sudo control S, and it will going to save, and then you need to exit from it. Then you need to press control X, right? If you need to view this one, what is actually inside the hello.c, you can do that. So this is your code. So uh, you will be familiar with this cat nano and those Ubuntu terminologies later. For now, please yeah, please focus with me here. And then what you need to do is you need to compile. So I will explain what is this compilation and all. Probably will be before you now, but for now, please go through with me. Say hello. So GCC is the, as I mentioned earlier, do compiler for C, and next you need to specify the your code name. So here our code is hello.c. Then the compile optimization. I'm using simple or optimization, and your output file name hello, and then this. So if you didn't install this GCC, so it will say something like this. And what you need to use is install GCC. If you have any kind of error, what you need to do is you need to just update your machine. Think need to kill that process. Yeah, fix that. Yeah, there is a problem with my GCC. We need to fix that because I think somehow some applications are of my DPKG. That's why it's not going to install. Yeah, daily installations are happening. So let's see, this one try. So yeah, what is the software? You mean the VS Code thing? Yeah. this is not okay. So if you have any kind of error, try to restart your machine and resolve it using Google, and you will able to install the GCC. So for now, since we have taken much time, I will go through that code with in my machine that already installed those GCC and all. I think you have visible my screen, right? So here it is. GCC, and as I mentioned, include GCC. So the page main tab. So one another thing, you need to have semicolon, otherwise the compiler doesn't know whether it is the end of the line, right? Void main. Right. Okay. ඔයගලන්ට මම හිතන්නේ දැනට තේරෙන්නේ නැතුව ඇති මේ පළවෙනි ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එක මේක මාත් එක්ක try කරන්න. මේ මම කියන්න මොකද්ද මේ include එකයි මොකද්ද මේ void main මොකද්ද කියන්නේ කියලා. දැනට මෙන්න මේ code එක හැමෝම try කරන්න. මේ අර වගේ අර මම පෙන්වනා වගේ Ubuntu වල error එකක් ආවොත් ඒක දැනට කියන්න ඔයාලා මේ පොඩ්ඩක් Google එකේ search කරලා ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක process එක මේ දැනට වැඩ කරනවා Ubuntu update එකත් එක්ක. එතන Ubuntu update එක නවත්තන්න ඕනේ. කොහොමද ඒක නවත්තන්නේ කියලා මේ තියෙනවා ඒක ඉතර අමාරු නැහැ. නැත්නම් ඒක Ubuntu එක update එක ඉවරනාට පස්සේ ඔයාලට පුළුවන් GCC install කරගන්න. දැන් දැනට මම පොඩ්ඩක් පෙන්නන්න මොකද්ද මේ coding කියන්නේ. Right? So here I'm going to do this compilation. මම කියන්න මොකද්ද compile කරන්නේ කියලා. compile කියන එක මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ කියලා දැනට මේ විදිහට මේ ඔයාලා try කරන්න. So GCC program -o hello, right? So then it will going to give you the output. So you can't unable to see this output, right? So it is compiled code. It's something like this. So actually you cannot read this compiled version, but you can able to execute. In Windows machine, you will probably get the exe file. So it is like a executable version. So in Ubuntu, this is how you're going to execute with full stop and backslash, not the backslash, the forward slash and the file name, hello. So it is going to output this one, hello world. That means it will going to print something to your terminal. So this is actually the first step. So I will explain what is happened here. මම කියන්න මොකක්ද ඇත්තට මුනේ කියලා. Go back to the slide. ඔයාලට slide එක visible නේද? Can you able to see my screen? So first of all, shall we know what is this include stdio.h? මොකද්ද මේ include stdio.h කියන්නේ? ඔයාලා programming language එක පටන් ගන්නකොට. That's when you are starting programming. So there are already built created libraries and some software packages. කියන්නේ දැනටමත් හදලා තියෙන packages තියෙනවා. Libraries තියෙනවා. එතකොට මේ TDIO එකේ කියන්නේ ඇත්තටම input output. That means in this stdio.h library has basic input output function. So you can go through. Yeah, let's find out something. So in this Git for Git, there is will show some basic such library. So these are such kind of libraries, math.h, stdio.h, and CSE1062. It has a checks the value of an expression that we expect to be true under normal circumstances. So something you will be needed when you are programming complex.h, a set of functions for manipulating complex numbers. So float.h, define macro constants, find for implementation specific properties of floating point library. So you will have some kind of task in to do in your home or in your own environment with yourself, and you need to familiar with these what are these headers is about. So what are the libraries currently have, and what those libraries can you use through your code, like in exams you will have to write code, but only certain kind of libraries like stdio.h, string.h, those can be used, but not other unfamous libraries. And those will be covered in the lectures as well. But when you are coding like industry or you're working in your own project, you can find those libraries, and it's very easy when you are coding. So here the printf. So I will show you that one. In this code, this printf is such kind of function that is in the library this stdio.h. මේ stdio.h එකේ ලියලා තිබ්බ function එකක් තමයි මේ printf කියන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒ function එකකින් වෙන්නේ අපිට අපි මෙන්න මෙහෙම මේ දෙන string එකක්, ඒ කියන්නේ අපි දෙන මොකක් හරි වාක්‍යයක් හරි මොකක් හරි ඒක අපිට පුළුවන් මේ අපේ application එකෙන් එළියට ඒ කියන්නේ terminal එකේ print කරගන්න. ඒ වගේ කියන්නේ ඔයාලද you have learned about basic input and output and creating application from flowcharts, right? So in your flowchart, you know we have getting input and output. So this is such output you can do through C language, and you can simply use this printf to give some output. So here our output is hello world. It should be hello world. This one. Right. Let's go back to the tutorial. So as mentioned here as well, DIO.h allows standard input and output operation. And what is this void main? So in your program, there can be more than one function. Actually, it should be at least one function or more than one. So from that function, exactly there should be one function called main. So that why it is that? Because when you are coding, like system should need to understand where it should be begin. So in C programming, the first function is going to execute is this main function. So here this void means there can be nothing will return. So you will know from next week onward what is that return mean. And here also we are not returning, like we are output something, that is this printf with using printf you output the hello world. ඔයාලා printf function එක use කරලා hello world කියන වචන දෙක output කරනවා. හැබැයි මේ void එකකින් කියන්නේ ඔයාලා හරි දෙයක් return කරනවා. දැන් මෙතන print කරන එකක් input return වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒකද තමයි අපි අතන void point කරන්නේ. ඔය ඇත්තටම මොකද return වෙන්නේ? ඒවා ඔයාලට තව ඉස්සරහට මේ ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි. දැනට පොඩ්ඩක් මේ විදිහට බලමු. මේක ඔයාලගේ first program එක. And here, right, this parenthesis used to indicate function, right? So in main, so I also did the mistake. They are not including parentheses. When you are defining function, there should be at least this parenthesis, right? So then you will know it's a function. And then you will need to use this curly bracket, right? This one. So inside this block, you can do your program inside that function. Yeah. And as mentioned here as well, there should be equal number of opening and closing braces. That means කියන ඔයාලා function එකක් පටන් ගන්නවා නම් ඒක පටන් ගන්න function එකක් මේ code එකක් ගහන්න පටන් ගන්නවා නම් ඒක තියෙන්න ඕනේ braces ඇතුලේ curly bracket ඇතුලේ සහ opening curly bracket and closing curly bracket should be have equal number. ඒ කියන්නේ සමාන වෙන්න ඕනේ open curly bracket ගානම තමයි closing bracket තියෙනවා. So here printf and here we have welcome to C. That means in this printf function, it will going to output this welcome to the C to your machine. And one thing you need to remember, this is a simple statement. When you are using C, you need to mention this semicolon at the end of every step. කියන්නේ ඔයාලා මේ ෆන්ක්ෂන් එකක් ඇතුලේ ඔයාලා දැන් කෝඩ් කරන්න පටන් ගන්නවා. ඒ කෝඩ් එක එක ලයින් එකක් කියන්නේ අපි ස්ටේට්මන්ට් එකක් මේ එක ලයින් එකක් කියන්න බෑ. දැනට කියන්න printf කියන එක ස්ටේට්මන්ට් එකක්. ඒ ස්ටේට්මන්ට් එක ඉවර කරන්න ඕන semicolon. ඒ සිංගල් ලයින් එකේමත් ඔයාලට ඉස්සරහට මේ කෝඩ් එක දිගටම ගහන්න පුළුවන් C වල. හැබැයි හැම ස්ටේට්මන්ට් එකක්ම semicolon එකෙන් end කරනවා. and I will explain this one as well. Comment 10. I think you can see my VS Code. So what is comment? So when you are define some kind of a function, so you need to have idea that what is that function is about. So you need to mention that as well inside your code. So here this is main method. So I will type this main like main function. But the problem is then it won't be executed because this is also taken as a code. So we need to mention this is the only a commit. So how that we do? We need to add this symbol for forward slash. Then this whole line will be considered as the commit. So what that means is when you are compiling, these ones are going to ignore by the compile, and then you can start your coding. A equals 0 something. Then you start your coding, and let's consider you need to comment some kind of this whole section. Then what you can do is can use this one. So it's a forward slash and with star, and star it ends with the another forward slash. So this whole thing will be considered as a comment. So we type anything, this whole thing will be considered as comment. So these are the two. Just a single line you can use a double forward slash, or you need to comment a whole this kind of section, then you can use this method. So why you need commenting? So when you are like have hands-on experience with programming, then you will going to know about what are the best practices. So why you need these practices? Because when another person see your code, then they maybe have a difficulty to understand your code. And if you are commenting it properly, like every function, then they will have at least have an idea about this function, what is this function is about. Because when coding, actually it is very hard to read what is actually this happening inside the particular function. But you can specify by a comment this will be going to happen inside the function. So using commenting, then will be easy for others to read that code, and code will be very readable, and it can be used for like when you use when you comment a proper code, then after 1 year or 2 years, still you see that code, you will understand what is that code is about. And escape characters. Right. So you already yeah. I think yeah, we will have some kind of a demo for this one. So I think you have probably know how to use this printer, and here there is green, orange color or yellow color line, two symbols, that is N. And here also there is these two have colored with maybe some kind of light orange, and there is this one, this one. So let's run this code and try out what is actually happening. So this is our output. So here after the hello world, it gives our terminal, right? But here it will jump to the new line. So how that happens? ඒ කියන්නේ මෙතන ඔයාලා දැක්කොත් මේ hello world එකට පස්සේ අපේ terminal එක පටන් ගන්න තියෙනවා. හැබැයි මෙතන code එක ඉවර වෙලා ඊට පස්සේ තමයි terminal එක පටන් ගන්න. කියන්නේ මොකක් හරි දෙයක් එතන code එකේ දෙලා තියෙනවා. Something has happened. So those are actually the escape character. And about this one, there are more spaces here, and here you can see double quote, right? So in this code, this symbol black slash and n will represent the new line. ඒ කියන්නේ black slash එකත් එක්ක n දැම්මම කියන්නේ ඇත්තටම ඔයා එතනින් enter එකක් තිබ්බ කියලා. ඔයා word එකේ මොකක් හරි type කරගෙන යනකොට enter එකක් තිබ්බොත් එයා ඊට පස්සේ next line එකේ ඉඳලා type කරන්නේ. ඒ වගේ තමයි මේකෙත් ඔයා මෙන්න මේ character එක පාවිච්චි කරොත් එයා එතනින් එහාට type කරන්න යන්නේ ඊළඟ line එක. ඒක තමයි මේ ඊළඟ line එක මේක පටන් ගන්න. just මේ symbol එක backslash and it is present for tab. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයා word වල type කරනකොට tab එක තියන්නේ වගේ තමයි මේ backslash එකත් එක්ක t එබුවාම t වලින් කියන්නේ ඔයා එතන tab එකක් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. ඒකට ඉතින් වෙන්නේ tab space එක. එතකොට backslash ඔයාට මේ backslash character එක print කරගන්න ඕන නම් මේ විදිහට ඒ දැන් මේ හැමතැනම backslash character එක පාවිච්චි කරලා තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට කොහොමද ඒක print කරන්නේ? එතකොට ඔයාට use කරන්න වෙන double backslash. එතකොට මේක ignore වෙනවා ඒ වගේ special character එකක් කියලා. මේ මෙන්න මේ ඉස්සරහින් තියෙන backslash එකකින් හින්දා මේ පිටිපස්සේ තියෙන backslash එක ඇත්තටම ඒ වගේ special character එකක් කියන එක ignore වෙනවා. and ඒ වගේ තමයි. දැන් ඔයා code එක ඇතුලේ I will show you printf hello, right? This gives error, right? That means you cannot use this double quote inside the another double quote. So that means this is actually the first ending of that double quote, and that's the percentage. So you need to remove that special character property. So how you can do it? Just using a backslash. So this as mentioned here. So it is going to remove this special character property from a backslash. Then it will working as the same character. කියන්නේ backslash එකට තියෙනවා backslash මේ double quote එකට ඇත්තටම මෙතන special character එකක් ඒක පාවිච්චි. එතකොට මේ property එක අයින් කරන්න නම් ඔය backslash එක ගන්න. එතකොට විතරයි ඔයාලට මේ එක පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. right. Yeah, we saw this example. So as mentioned here, C is a case sensitive language. So that means if you are using lowercase letters and capitalization is going to matter here. So that means when you are coding, there are several sets of keywords. So in your first code also, let's go to that one. You have used this include. This one include void, this printf. Those are kind of keywords. That means you can't use them to name variables. Then the computer is not going to identify whether it is correctly. Right. So let's clear then. So as mentioned here, so there are several such keywords: auto, else, register, union, break. Yeah, you will going to learn about these once in your next tutorial and lecture series. And one thing you need to know is you need to have you need to clearly use this keyword. That means they all should be written in lower cases, and you can't use this keyword to name variables. So what is actually a variable? Variable left කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? So there are a few guys who actually have working with have experience working with C. So Anima, what is actually a variable? Variable left කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? Anyone from you? Corey C එක පාවිච්චි කරලා තියෙන කීප දෙනෙක් ඉන්දියා ඉතියා. Thank you, Kahara. Variable is used to store value temporal. So in this answer, there is two things. That means store and variable is a temporary memory location. Actually, the variable name is a temporary memory location. Container for storing data is that correct? So in the Kalahara answer, store value temporary. That means there is two things: store and temporary. So what that means? Here I have defined a variable integer that the name is the variable name is number and the value is 5. Right. So that means this number name variable has a value 5, and we called it as an integer. And yeah, right. So this number has specified memory location inside your machine, actually inside your RAM, and the variable name number will represent that specific memory location, and in that specific memory location it stores this value 5, right? So there are several things need to store such a value. So since we know that number is an integer, so integer have a specific size, right? So so in that specific size, memory location will be created inside your memory, and it will store this value 5. And the name number have the representation, actually the pointer for that memory location. That means if you to change this that memory exact memory location somewhere from the back end or something, or by hacking or something, then if you print this value number again, then it will going to show that change number, right? So actually in using C you can do those one aspect. So there are two things. So the first one is the declaration and initialization. And actually the integer int, it means the variable type. int කියන්නේ කියන්නේ ඒ අපි පාවිච්චි කරන variable එකේ මොකක්ද ඒක type එක, integer the boolean the actually C has no boolean variable. It only has value 0 and 1 for those boolean. That is also an unsigned integer, and there are several data types. So and the next one, the number is the variable name, and in next line I initialize that number equals to 10. So usually when you just declare a number, declare a variable, it is going to have value 0 or the specific initialized value for given data point. So in integer, it will always going to initialize with the value 0, or yeah, it will going to initialize the value 0. So here we have initialized number 10. Right. And one thing you need to make sure is after initializing, when you are printing that number or that variable, you need to have a specific character to use for printing that number. Since we are using integer, here we have initialized the variable a, declare the variable a as integer, and a is initialized to value 10. And this is how we are going to print that one. The value of a is equal percentage d. This percentage d is represent the number that we are going to pass by at the end. So show that this is the special character used to print a particular data type. So this is actually our variable. So we have passed this variable value for this, and what you need to do is first you need to derive your sentence or string. Then with the comma you can add any variable. So if you have two variables, then there should be like something like hd and there's a code, and again there is something hd. And at the end you can specify those two by something called this, and again another command. Then you can end. So yeah, I have a specific program for it. Yeah, can you are able to see my VS Code screen? And yeah, so this is how to initialize a number, and this is the special character used to print a number, and this is the float data type, and you can print that float data type using this percentage and 2. So here this 2 means there is 2 floating points and a particular character. So this is the simple percentage D. So there is no actually Boolean value. So this is actually unsigned integer. So it will only take value 1 and 0. And so since it is unsigned integer, so you can use this percentage D just to print this value. And here, so unsigned integer, so general symbol is percentage U. And for long data type, so it is LD. And double, so double means actually number and floating point. This is how to the double. Let's run that code and see. Going to output those data. Actually, why there is integer and long and double floating point for represent number series. So we will explain those in next few slide. But one thing you can do is you can do this as a homework. Just find why there is floating and long and double just to print a number. So ඉංග්‍රීසි කියනවා නම් කියන්නේ integer තියෙනවා float තියෙනවා double තියෙනවා long තියෙනවා මේ හැම එකක්ම තියෙන මේ number print කරගන්න. ඇයි ඒ වගේ numbers පාවිච්චි කරන්න කියලා ඔයාලා දැනගන්න. ඔයාලා පොඩ්ඩක් ගෙදරදී හොයලා බලන්න. For example, you heard about Elon Musk, right? So Elon Musk actually lost his yeah. I will upload it to the limit. So Elon Musk, one of his rocket actually destroyed due to this wrong representation. So he, I think he used some maybe the integer or something very short version of representing numbers, and it should be actually a double, as I remember. Since that one of these rocket got turn around for some particular distance, and it will directly fall into the ground. So you can search that story as well. So we have gone through this one, and so as I mentioned earlier also, so there is a specific type. So for a particular data type. So integer usually take 4 bytes. So you can search about how the what is about the data type characters, data char, size and all, and long integer, double integer. So those have different size. And here there are a few. Integer has 4 bytes and it's going to represent which percentage E and I. Char has only 1 byte and float has 4 and double has 8. So that means if you use double, it will going to allocate more memory, right? So here is a few examples. Integer have both zero positives and negative values, and no decimal values. That means point. And float and double are used to for actually the real numbers. Example 10.5, 22.9. Char is for only for defining particular character. So it will only have one letter as mentioned here, that is only going to hold the value letter value h. And yeah, this is the end of the today's practical session. And one thing, give me a minute. Yeah, so I will enable this one for you. And your first assignment or first lab sheet. Yeah, I need to check it with your machine performance. There can be several reasons. Maybe not enough memory, or the application may be corrupt or something. One thing you can do is you can come up to the university and meet me, or then we can try to solve your problem. How we do, or otherwise try to get a help from your friend, or as I mentioned earlier, you can use some IDE, code blocks or C++, but probably I will use GCC compiler uh, in Ubuntu environment. So that you will learn, like, I only compile one application, and there are several notations, minus O and GCC, and those can be explained to you very easy when you are working with Ubuntu. Otherwise, if you are working with IDE, as I mentioned earlier also, it will do all the things just for you. So you will don't know what is actually happening. එන ඔයාලා ID එක පාවිච්චි කරලා ඔයාලට ලේසියෙන් කෝඩ් කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ වුණාට ඔයාලා දන්නේ නැහැ අතර මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ, කම්පයිල් වෙනකොට මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ, ඒවා ඔයාලට තේරෙන්නේ නැති වෙයි. ඒක නිකන් රන් වෙලා ඔයාලට කෝඩ් එක දෙයි. හැබැයි ඔයා GCC පාවිච්චි කරලා ඔයාලා දන්නවා මොකද්ද අතරම වෙන්නේ, මොකද්ද කම්පයිල් වෙන්නේ, කම්පයිල් වෙච්ච එක කොහොමද බලන්නේ. අන්න ඒ වගේ දේවල් ඔයාලට දැනගන්න පුළුවන්. අනිත් එක Ubuntu එක වැඩ කරන ඒක දැන් ඉඳලා ඔයාලට එක්ස්ප්ලেইন එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් කරගන්න පුළුවන්. එතනින් ගොඩක් ඉස්සරහට ඇප්ලිකේෂන්ස් වෙනකොට ඒ කියන්නේ 80%ක් ඉන්ටර්නෙට් එකේ තියෙන සර්විසස් රන් වෙන්නේ Ubuntu machines වල. ඒකින්ද ඔයාලට මේ දේවල් හොඳට මේ පාවිච්චි කරගන්න දැන් එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් වෙන එක ඇත්තම හොඳයි. ඒක තමයි පොඩ්ඩක් try කරලා බලන්න. Question? Yeah. I will first I will explain what is the lab sheet is about. Then you will have actually 1 week to do this lab sheet, and you need to upload. This will be count for your final mark. උබුන්ටු කට්ටිය ඔයාලට කැම්පස් එකට ආවොත් මං හිතන්නේ කට්ටිය ෂෙයා කරගන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි. මම හිතන ලයිබ්‍රරි එකට වගේ ඇවිල්ලා පොඩ්ඩක් අහලා බලන්න කොහොමද Wi-Fi එක යූස් කරගන්නේ කියලා ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කරගන්න. මේ ඒගොල්ලෝ කට්ටිය පොඩ්ඩක් කතා කරගෙන ඒක කරගන්න. නැත්නම් අපි ඇවිල්ලා හම්බ වෙන්න අපිට පුළුවන් ඔයාලට මේ අවශ්‍ය ඒවා දෙන්න. ඉෂුව එකක් නැහැ මං කිව්වා කෝඩ් බ්ලොක් dev C++ පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. දැනට මේ කෝඩින් කරන්න. හැබැයි මේ අර මං කලින් කිව්වා වගේ Ubuntu පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන් නම් හොඳයි. So මම හිතන්නේ දැනට lab sheet එක ඔයාලට පේනවා ඇති. ඔයාලට මම අර මුලින් කිව්වා වගේ LMS එක මම තාම අප්ලෝඩ් කරේ නැහැ. මම ඒක LMS එකට අප්ලෝඩ් කරන lab sheet එක. මම ඒක කරා. ඔයාලට ඇක්ටිවිටි එකක් පේනවා ඇති. මේ තමයි ඇක්ටිවිටි එක. ඔයාලට මුලින්ම තියෙන්නේ C එකේ අර මම කිව්ව hello world එක අපි ගැහුව එක ඇප්ලිකේෂන් එක. ඊට පස්සේ මේ වගේ ඔයාලගේ නමයි index number එකයි address එකයි date of birth එකයි display කරන්න බලන්න. ඒක දෙවෙනි ඇප්ලිකේෂන් එක. ඊට පස්සේ තුන්වෙනි එක මෙන්න මේ output මේ විදිහට. double quotes ඇතුලේ hello. ඊට පස්සේ what are you doing එක මෙන්න මේ ප්‍රශ්නක්. And my first day. Here only single call quote here and here also single quote. And next one is you need to initialize actually 4 variables. The variable name is first day, second, third. Actually, the variable name is first. Only the first, not first day. And here is second, third, day. And variable data type char, that means character, and it should be integer. It's int, and you need to initialize these values. And you need to print this one, but not using CAT, but using this variable, right? And try to do these ones as well. If you don't know how to do this, you can post these into the forum. Yeah, you can email me, or I will open a thread to ask questions through LMS as well. And if you still don't know, you can come up to the university and we will here to guide you. And you can Google search and learn about how to these ones as well. Vidushan, I didn't understand your question. What you mean about activities in Ubuntu or VS Code? And subject Ubuntu නැති කෙනෙක් lab sheet එකේද? ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාලට ඕනේ කරන්නේ compile එකක්. ඒකට GCC compile එක Ubuntu වල තියෙන එක පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. මේවා ඔයාලා search කරලා බලන්න මොකද්ද මේ GCC compile එක කොහොමද වැඩ කරගන්නේ කියලා Windows වලත්. ඒ කියන්නේ ඇත්තටම ඔයාලගේ machine එක Windows Ubuntu දෙක අදාළ නැහැ මේ කොහොමද කරන්න කියලා. මම ඔයාලට පෙන්වන Ubuntu වලින් කරන විදිය විතරයි. තව අර මම කිව්වා වගේ dev C++ IDE එක මම පෙන්නන්නම්. ඒක. මෙන්න මේ dev C++ කියන IDE එක use කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඊට අමතරව code blocks කියලා තියෙනවා. ඒක use කරන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි මේ Ubuntu වලින් කරනවා නම් ඒක අර ඔයාලට ලේසි මුලින් ඉඳලා ඒක practice කරන්න. මොකද ඇත්තටම මේ මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ කියන එක idea එකක් ඔයාලට තියාගන්න පුළුවන්. මේ අර මං පෙන්නුවේ VS Code වලින් ඇත්තටම එතන මේ VS Code එක මම share කරලා පෙන්නන්නම්. මේක ඇත්තටම වෙනම Ubuntu machine එකක්. ඉතින් yeah, this has 20.04 LTS version. මේක මම මේ වෙනම සර්වර් එකකට මම මේ VS Code වලින් කනෙක්ට් කරලා ඉන්නේ. ඒ සර්වර් එකේ තමයි මම වැඩ කරන්නේ. මේ VS Code වල ඔයාලට පුළුවන් නම් මේ ඒ කියන්නේ මුලින්ම ඔයාලගේ මැෂින් එකට එහෙනම් ඉන්ස්ටෝල් කරගන්න ඕනේ C. එතකොට C ඉන්ස්ටෝල් කරගන්න පුළුවන් මෙන්න මේ mint GW කියන එකෙන් ඔයාලට පුළුවන් ඔයාලගේ Windows PC එකට මේ C ඉන්ස්ටෝල් කරගන්න. YouTube එකෙත් මම හිතන්නේ තියෙනවා. මේ YouTube එකේ තියෙනවා ඔයාලට try කරලා බලන්න පුළුවන්. කොහොම හරි කරන්න ඕනේ lab sheet එකේ මේ තියෙනවා try කරලා බලන්න. තව මේ වගේ codes ඔයාලට පුළුවන් මේ Google එකේ හොයලා කොහොමද ඒක වැඩ කරන්නේ කියලා ඔයාලම ඉගෙනගෙන ඊට පස්සේ මේ ඒක try කරලා බලන්න. දැනට example එකක් විදිහට අපි ඔයාලට මුලින්ම initially කියලා දුන්නේ මේ variables කොහොමද declare කරගන්නේ සහ ඒවා කොහොමද use කරගන්නේ මේක විතරයි. issues තියෙනවද තව? මෙහෙමයි කරන්න ඕනේ. ඔයාලා මේ questions, there is 6 questions. You need to create 6 files like at section 1.c, section 2.c likewise. So there should be 6 files and you need to create a zip file. So as mentioned here on the left sheet, as mentioned here, you need to create a zip file containing the source code. That means the .c file. And each task mentioned in the left sheet. That means question 1.c, question 2.c, likewise to question 6.c. And create a zip file including those 6 source codes. And you need to rename into your index number underscore left sheet 1.c, right? If you don't have any other